Hello everybody, it's awriterish here and welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to build a fully automatic wheat farm for the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. This is going to be a part of a three-part series in which I show you how to build a small farm, a medium-sized farm, and a super large farm. Various quantities of wheat will come from each of them, but today I am showing you the small farm. This small farm produces up to 2.25 stacks an hour. In fact, the last test I did, it performed a little bit better than that, and about 1.25 stacks an hour for seeds. And it is a very small and pretty simple farm, and there's not very many components that you need for it. The most difficult one to get will be a villager with nothing in his inventory. But besides that, there isn't terribly much that you're going to need to worry about. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into the tutorial. Alright, so this farm is pretty simple. The first things that you're going to want to grab for it is some building blocks, rails, hopper, chest, minecart, your comparator, repeater, and redstone torch. As per usual, a list of how many of these you'll need can be found down in the description. And one more thing you're going to want to do is make sure that positions on is in the top left corner of my screen right now, and that will be very, very important for this farm to work. So go ahead, build up a few blocks. I'm just going to build up like that, and that's all you need. Go ahead, look at your position and look at the first number. This is your X value, and find the way in which the X value changes. When you see your X value changing, you want to place your chest directly beneath that. So if we go ahead and look at my coordinates right now, you see if I'm facing this way, my X direction is changing. So we want to place our chest in line with that original block we placed, and go ahead and place a hopper on top of that. Now what you're going to want to do is just real quick make a 9 by 9 cube. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go ahead and fill that in. Alright, so come over here to where your hopper is, and you want to place down 2 powered rails, again going in the X direction. And then on the side of this, what you're going to need to do is go down by 1 block, like so. Go ahead and place a comparator coming out of that block. That should read from that hopper. Place a block on the side of that comparator with a redstone torch on top. Place a block on top of that redstone torch and take a repeater output from it and run that into another block. What you're going to want to do now is go ahead and grab a lever and place it on the side of this block. This just makes it so you can turn your farm on and off pretty dang easily. Now all you need to do is go ahead and place down some rails like I'm showing you here, not like that. But so we have 1, 2, 3, and then place down 3 powered rails. If you can't afford the powered rails, really all you need is 1 in the center, but your farm is going to be a little bit faster if you do it like this, not significantly. And if you have the 3 powered rails, your minecart is far less likely to stop. Here there's a little bit of a special case, so go ahead and take your powered rails, run them all the way down to the end, and place a block up like so. Then all you're going to want to do is go beneath your farm, and on the center block, go ahead and place a lever and turn them on all the way down. And if we look at it from above, you should see all of our powered rails are now turned on, and you could place the minecart hopper in at this point if you'd so like to, and that is the entire base complete. Now for the second layer, what you're going to want to do is go ahead, grab some grass blocks, grab your stairs, grab your composter, go ahead, grab yourself some building blocks. If you'd like, I would also recommend grabbing some glass, just regular glass, not the panes. I'm going to break that minecart because it's going to be super duper loud. Let's see, can I hit? There we go. And go ahead, also grab yourself a hoe and your water source. And then all you're going to want to do is go ahead and all the way on top of every single rail, go ahead and place a grass block. And once you've gone ahead and placed all those grass blocks, it doesn't need to be grass, it could be dirt as well. Go ahead and count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this right here should be your center block. Go ahead and dig that out. Place a stair facing upwards and go ahead and waterlog that. If you've done that correctly, now the water should go ahead and go down there. And essentially, this is practically where everything simple ends. All we need to do is actually go ahead, place out a little platform right here. It's a 3x3. It can go on any direction. Go ahead and grab yourself a bed. And go ahead. I'm going to break the composter because otherwise that will interfere with my villager later. And place that down there. With the new mechanics, villagers have to be able to sleep, and that bed is there to make sure that the villager is able to sleep. You're going to want to make sure, if you're around this farm, to sleep as often as you can. Now, just go ahead and surround this farm in a layer of glass. This makes it nice and easy for you to be able to see in, to see exactly what your villager's doing, see if any of the farmland has been trampled, all the good stuff like that. Okay, and then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and grab yourself a light source. I'm going to be using sea lanterns, and now we're just going to go ahead and make ourselves a ceiling. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to make a little formation like this, where on every corner and in the center you're going to have a light source like shown. And then go ahead, 1, 2, 3 layers, light source, 1, 2, 3, light source, 1, 2, 3, lag, light source. And then go ahead and just fill in the remaining section. Be warned though, you do still want to be able to get into your farm at this point. This is just so that you can put your villager in basically at any time now. And there's a couple special things that you're going to need to do with a villager. So let me go ahead, clear out my inventory. You're going to need your 8 stacks of seeds here. This is going to make things a lot easier for you. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get a villager who does not belong to any village and who has an empty inventory. So the easiest way to do that in creative is just to summon a villager. And there we go, we have a villager. He's already linked up, and I'm going to go ahead, give him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, take the seeds. 6, 7, 8. If the villager does not accept all 8 stacks of seeds, the villager still has items in his inventory and cannot be used in the farm. But this is essentially it now. All you have to do is go ahead and grab your hoe and till the land. I would recommend that you plant seeds yourself, since this area is slightly more than 1 stack of seeds worth. So your villager can run out of seeds. And if he does so, he may start making bread or collecting wheat in his inventory. And that is less than ideal. So once you just have enough in, this farm is completely done. And as per usual, this world will be up for download down in the description. Go ahead, look there. If you are confused at any point in this tutorial, the world download should hopefully be able to fix that. So this guy should start planting soon. You can see that he's already planting. This water source is just within range of every single piece of farmland. So if we go ahead and turn up the random tick speed to 4096, you will be able to see, yes, instantly all of our farmland is indeed planted. And then there's just one more thing that you need to do. Go ahead and grab yourself a composter, which I conveniently destroyed before, and you want to place it just right here on the center block. That will provide this villager with his little workstation that he just paired up with it, and now he will start working around this area. And if you would like to, you can add a little section to do villager trading with him, since he will indeed be happy enough to do lots and lots of trading with you. But that is the entire episode practically finished. Let me turn down the random tick speed. Back down to 1. And if we go ahead, place in our hopper minecart, this farm is up and running. Now, what I would recommend you do is try and make sure that this little area right here is not on a chunk border, since there are issues with chunk borders and loading entities such as hopper minecarts. And then whenever you leave the area, I would recommend you also turn off your farm, and this will prevent this dude from hopping over any chunk boundaries well, you are away from the area and destroying himself. But that is essentially it. So if we go ahead and turn this on, you can see it's going to start actually sucking up some of the wheat already. I know those plants were growing pretty fast, but as you can see, our villager is busy at work. Once that hopper minecart comes back, he will go ahead and empty his wheat into this chest. But that is the end of this tutorial. It's a pretty dang quick one, and there will be more of these in the future with a slightly larger farm and a really big version of this farm for the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. And I do hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. But I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!